let's go with a very special delivery of a completed project, and we wanted to introduce it. This is the Tiger Moth. I'll tell you that the Tiger Moth is an airplane, the real and flat one, designed in 1930 by Geoffrey de Havilland and operated by the Royal Air Force as a primary training aircraft. It remained in service until 1952 when they became civilian. The real plane has an almost 9 wingspan, which we'll show you. The plane you are seeing is the original pilot kit, 1/4 scale, with approximately 2 30, entirely made of balsa wood. It's a beautiful and complex kit with its peculiarities, like all kits of this kind. There's a lot to decide and do in building it. Now, let me tell you a bit more detailed about it. The plane, as I mentioned, is from 1931, had its first flight and was in production until 1944. They built 8,868 real planes, and today there's an international club that brings together all the Tiger Moths flying around the world in various versions and aero clubs. Here you can see the final work after many hours of entirely fabric-covered and balsa wood painted work. It has been a quite elaborate job, and I'm not sure if you can appreciate it, but it took quite a few hours. Basically, the construction of the plane includes the fuselage, as you can see at the base, the top, some fairings added later, a lot of veneering, and then the 4 wings. The most challenging part to assemble is the wings. They have a particular profile, unique wingtips, and the intrados, as you can see, is inward, which always poses a challenge when building and covering. But it's a beautiful work to do. Obviously, there's a lot to decide, especially regarding the scale. We made a scale model. Obviously, it's not super full scale, but it's not semi-scale either. It's in the middle. We did the best we could without going to models like Paulo's Severance, which you can see on the web. It's a model made directly of metal, a hyperscale thing. It has a quite complex alignment, which is a detail to consider in all planes. And from smaller to larger planes, the alignment becomes more challenging. Therefore, for this type of model, we recommend and create a complete support. Consider that the wing dihedrals are different, the incidences must be correct, and the adjustment of the tensions must be accurate and not affect the incidences. It has many layers of dope, and after the wood, there's the fabric structure. It's a robust bird, and the finish achieved is completely different from monocoat. It takes more work, but for a scale model, it's really worth it. Well, I wanted to show you some details like the tensioners, which are called turnbuckles in English. They are from Dubro, adjustable, and both pull inwards, so one can work more comfortably. For example, that's our addition since the kit originally proposes it as a kind of elongated restraint, which is very uncomfortable and of dubious durability. What one can do here, we are seeing the interior. As you can see, there are the compasses, and all doors open like the real ones. The green color is characteristic of these interiors because it's the anti-rust color from that era. The little doors have latches and are also made entirely by hand. You can see everything unfolded. Moving on to the back, there's what I mentioned about the pull, not the rudder command as it was originally. All servos are uninstalled. They have high torque Vitaba servos, not necessary but included. The scale tail skid has damping and a spring. It's very laborious to make, but it looks great. It's a characteristic of these planes that didn't have wheels, unlike modern ones you often see in photos with little wheels. The scale stabilizer supports a lot of details. The stirrups on the right side and these little sticks are characteristic of the tensioners to prevent them from touching. In real planes, it's due to static reasons. It's equipped, a very lightweight plane, like a flying dove. In fact, Palo suggests it for 10 to 20 centimeters. This one is equipped with a 20 centimeter Saito engine, a Japanese 4-stroke motor. You can see it installed with the tank and everything on the mount. There's a 20 cm Saito 4-stroke engine, 5 inches Dubro inflatable wheels, which are beautiful. Obviously, this is used with a little air because they bounce a lot and are not the characteristic saw when at the airfield. It needs a bit more air, but it's in order as it should be. We really invite everyone to enjoy this type of aero modeling because it's the essence of the satisfaction of building something in balsa wood, achieving it, and within this journey, there's an intermediate of many things that can be done. That's what makes our hobby beautiful. It's very broad and allows practicing it with all kinds of budgets, whether low or high. Our idea from here at Dega is to recover the tradition of beautiful aero modeling, not so much Chinese prefab stuff. We want to go back a bit to the roots of builders and enjoy everything that involves the talks, the knowledge of the modelers, exchanging concepts, ideas, and, well, whenever you want, as always. We invite you to visit our website www.liga.com.ar. At some point, if we fly it, that's the owner's decision. We will make a little video with the flights of this wonderful model.